It's America's birthday week, so we're deciding to celebrate it at the ballpark. How fitting indeed. Curtis Granderson Stadium here in Chicago is the site for the second game of this doubleheader between Humboldt Park and Jones Prep. Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Malater. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let's take a look now at the league standings here in the Cubs Nike RBI High School Baseball Summer League. Right now, Jones Prep, a very important doubleheader for them. They entered today with a record of 3-2-1. If they're able to sweep both legs of this doubleheader, they can be half a game out of first place, knocking on the doorstep of that #1 overall seed. So a very important night for them. If Jones Prep is able to get both games of this doubleheader, they could be right on the doorstep of doing something very special and putting themselves in a great position as the postseason nears. We have a great game ahead for you, Humboldt Park and Jones Prep, on the other side of this break. Welcome back inside beautiful Curtis Granderson Stadium. It's time for baseball, and Renzo Cincinnati sends the first pitch in the air to right field and down for a base hit. Cincinnati playing shortstop today and deposits the first pitch of the game for a single. So a nice start there for our Jones Prep team that enters this one with a quality win-loss record of 4-2-1 after winning 6-1 earlier against this Humboldt Park side. First pitch misses up and in. This is Jack Hiltz. He's playing center field today for Jones Prep. Legendary coaching staff providing a lot of quality advice this summer to all the ball players. Wearing the navy blue shirts today. Humboldt Park wearing the sand colored uniforms as that one misses upstairs. These games are all about getting better, and part of getting better in the game of baseball is the advice you get from the coaches and the people you surround yourself with as an athlete. Long hold, here's the pitch to Hiltz. Weak little tapper back to the mound, played nicely there. He hesitates and his only option is first. No one was covering the bag at second, or else they possibly could have had a double play. However, Hiltz dug it out of the box really nicely. And so there's one gone. Score at 1-3 for those at home, and now here comes Ellis Alexander. You're going to be hearing that name quite a lot. If you're a routine watcher of the Windy City Sports Network. Slider misses down and away. Nice job by the catcher to get a piece of it as it nearly caromed to the backstop, which would have seen Cincinnati easily going to swipe third. Alexander going to play for the Cubs Nike RBI All-Star team. He's on their 17U side. 1-0. On the kneecaps, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Which they're getting ready. They're just a couple weeks away from the big Nike RBI Central Regional Tournament, which will be held right here in Chicago, Illinois. 3 balls, no strikes. The count to Alexander. He's catching for Jones this evening. Yes. Chicago Cubs Charities host for the final time. They're very proud of the work they've done, and they should be. It's been a great event. That's through the left side for a base hit. Cincinnati will throw on the brakes at third. They're on the corners for Jones, and only one gone here in the top of the first. Alexander sat on that hanging breaking ball and pushes it through the left side. Nice piece of hitting there. The tournament, by the way, starts July 18th. More details coming out shortly on social media, either on Cubs Charities or the Windy City Sports Network social media platforms. Chris DeWeekerslew, the first baseman, in to hit here. And they check on Alexander at first, and he's back in there. This is a early steal situation, and you can see the lead that Alexander's getting off of first base right now. He's not going as that one misses down and away. 1 ball count. Jones Prep looking to strike first here. Alexander on the move. That one misses up and in. And there won't be a throwdown. He's in there with a dive. The throw back to the mound nearly got away from everyone, which would have allowed Cincinnati to score. And so there's just a pair in scoring position. So after 2 of the first 3 hitters have reached base via singles, DeWeekerslew has an opportunity to open up the scoring in this one. That one misses down and away. In comes Cincinnati, and it's 1-0 Jones Prep. They throw this one away. Now Alexander's digging for home. Here comes the throw, and they're gonna get him. Gotta appreciate the hustle there from Ellis Alexander. It looked like no one was going to get that baseball, and he was easily going to score from second base. As some of the Humboldt Park players left thinking that was the 3rd out. It's only the 2nd out, but it is 1-0. As Cincinnati crosses on the wild pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 4. Another base runner here for Jones Prep. Good early sign for them. They scored 6 runs in the earlier tilt against Humboldt Park. By the way, that's a 2-1, 6-1 pickoff of Alexander at the plate. Michael Hain, the hitter, he's playing right. Batting glove less than all. And he pushes that one on the ground at third. Long throw across is low, and it gets away. DeWeekerslew on his way for third. No one's covering the plate. He's on the move. The throw there is offline. Now he scampers back, and he's in there at third. They're throwing it all around the diamond right now, Humboldt Park is. And they're lucky that Jones hasn't been able to capitalize so far with just the 1 run. As Jake Zimmerman, the extra hitter, comes on up. Zimmerman batting from the right side with the right-handed pitcher. 2 men in scoring position. That is going to be a foul ball. Zimmerman, who was ducking from a hanging slider that was nearly going to hit him, didn't bring the bat down with him. So that's going to be strike 1. 0-1 home. A laser that shot into the netting on the first base side. And it's 0-2 quickly. 2 gone here in the top of the first. 1-0 Jones Prep. Just off the plate, and it's 1-2. DeWeekerslew on third, Hain on second after the errant throw by the third baseman for Humboldt Park. Can Jones Prep break it open early here? Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good changeup, and that will retire the side. But Jones Prep gets an early run. 4 men reach base at some point in the frame. Let's see how they come to work defensively when we come back on the Windy City Sports Network. 1-0 Jones Prep here in the bottom of the first. And the team wearing navy blue in that first inning, 1 run on 2 hits, benefited from an error as well. First pitch from Jack Conde just misses off the plate for a ball. Caleb Salgado, the leadoff man, goes up 2 balls, no strikes. Salgado, Pino, and Delgado due up for Humboldt Park here in the home half of the first. Good response from the southpaw, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1 now. Humboldt Park 1-2-2 on the summer slate. Their lone win coming back on June the 18th. Swing and a miss. And it's full. They beat up on ITW Spear Rauner by a score of 13-1. They were off last week. Inside, ball 4, and the leadoff man's aboard. So this was a big game, big slate of games for them. After tying in 2 of their first 3 games. Just slightly below 500 entering play tonight. And they could have gotten that opportunity to get there and go above it with a pair of wins in this one. This is pop foul off the bat of John Pino. Over our heads and out of the ballpark. And are you ready? Next offering. And one misses high. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there. Took something off of it. Ball in there. Salgado, you can see they're off of first, really building that lead, expanding it greatly. And it's so weird because normally you don't see a lot of guys having big leadoffs against left-handed pitching. Off the end of that pop foul, first base side. Jones Prep, meanwhile, 4-2-1, game back of first place. Entering the second leg of this doubleheader. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Change up there from Conde. So both strikeouts so far from the 2 starting pitchers have both been on that changeup pitch. You don't see a great changeup too often at the high school level, but so far both pitchers have been executing great on that great equalizer. Good block there from Alexander as Jaden Delgado lets that one go downstairs for a ball. Runner on the move, that one down low. Alexander's thrown on a second, bounces in there. Good job by Cincinnati to back it up and prevent it from going into the outfield. So it's a stolen base for Salgado. And here in the bottom of the first, the tying run is in scoring position. Three balls and no strikes. lot of arm side misses with the breaking ball, which usually means that the pitcher is not finishing with said breaking ball. And what I mean by that is it's all about the release point, but also how you're finishing the throw. There you see that time he tried to overcorrect it and misses it, and that's the second walk of the inning for this Humboldt Park offense as Delgado reaches on 4 pitches. And as a pitcher, when you're trying to throw a breaking ball, this is applicable to both left-handed pitchers and right-handed pitchers, I should say, excuse me. And when you release it, you want to make sure that you're coming through all the way, and essentially you want your throwing arm to be landing right by your opposite side's leg and just above the kneecap. So if you're a right-handed pitcher, you want to be just above your left kneecap, and vice versa for those southpaws out there, because that means you're truly following through. Sometimes when you throw a breaking ball, because of the nature you're throwing it, sometimes it's snapping of the wrist, you're twisting your arm, you may be changing your arm slot a little bit. Inside, it's called for a strike on Sean Davis. Sometimes there's a habit for pitchers to kind of recoil their arms with that breaking ball.
I don't need no editorial. Okay, but you're going to get put out. If you say it again, I'm going to tell you that right now.
I'll put umpire having a conversation with a fan who didn't like the call. I was in on the plate as well. And when there is a little bit of that recoil that I was talking about, sometimes that results in those arm side misses. Yes, Davis is now in a 2-strike count. Next offering from Connie. Inside, nearly clipped him. This time is called. And now they're going to go check in. The pitcher and County have a brief conversation as well. Miss on the breaking ball. You can also saw a couple pitches ago also he was shaking his arm. I don't know if that was in pain or if it was just frustration for himself because he couldn't spot the breaking ball. He appears to be okay. It appears to just be a routine mound visit. Connie set 2 runners on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big time K there. And there's 2 away. So now here's Nathan Pantoja to bat. 2 away and 2 runners aboard. Runner on the move for third. Pitches up and away. Throw on a third. Beats him, but the tag isn't made. The ball scoots out of the mitt there. The third baseman, Tidmarsh. And the second goes Delgado. Throw beat him just a little bit offline from Alexander, and an awkward slide as well from Salgado. Well, let's see now if Humboldt Park can capitalize. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Pantoja. 3-0. And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here from a Jones Prep perspective. I know obviously you don't want to have the bases loaded, but it brings you that force out back. And with 2 outs, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have that force there. It's going to be ball 4, and Pantoja's aboard. So far here for Condi, he's alternated walks and strikeouts. Salgado worked a walk, Pino struck out, Delgado worked a walk, Davis struck out, and now Pantoja has worked a walk. So Jaden Morales will look to try to break that trend. 2 outs, bases juiced. First pitch to him, right down the middle for strike 1. Oh, 1. A little bit up and in, and it's evened out. Big cut there. Morales pulled his head on that one. And it's 1-2. Big spot here. How about this if the southpaw Jack Condi can get out of this one without a run? Bases loaded, 2 outs. Left-hander ready, the 1-2 home. Just off the plate. They liked the spot, they really did. 2-2 now the count. Working from the third base side of the rubber. Set at the belt, the lefty deals. Inside on a fastball, and it's full. Full count, nowhere to put him. Runners will be on the move on the pitch. There they go, 3-2, ground ball back up the middle. Cincinnati ranging to his left. He can tag the runner, and he will to end the inning. Nice job there at short. And Renzo Cincinnati, a Cubs Nike RBI All-Star, flashing the leather and making the play to end the frame. We're going to the 2nd inning. Jones Prep staying strong, leaving the bases juiced here on the Windy City Sports Network. 2 here from Curtis Granderson Stadium. 1-0 Jones Prep. The great job by their defense getting them out of that rocky first inning, and I give a lot of credit to their pitcher, Jack County. Walked 3 batters in that frame, but did not give up a hit and also did not give up a run. And Sam Haruska, the left fielder, goes up 2 balls and no strikes in this count. Batting from the left side against the right-handed pitcher. That one misses down and in. This is a middle infielder, but just shows off the versatility in this summer league as he takes a strike there by playing some outfield as well. That's big also why this summer league is big for a lot of these teams that are participating as the count evens out. Haruska not a fan of that last call. Or check, that goes to 3-2, I should say. Because a lot of these guys are playing with each other in the spring as well. That's downstairs, and that's ball 4. Everyone held their breath there as Haruska watched that one whiz by him, but just below the knees for a ball. And when you're playing so much in the spring, you have a habit of getting these routines, and obviously it's rightfully so. I mean, baseball is a game of habits and routine. The next day mentality, just getting into the same routine that you do every single game day. But in the summers, obviously in these summer leagues, these are opportunities for guys to explore different positions and give it a try. Throw close, but in there safely as Haruska for stolen base. Nice job there, legging that one out. And you might see middle infielders going to work to the corner infield spots, or maybe going out to the outfield as well, because they're trying to showcase their abilities to play other positions and play them at a rate where maybe in the spring and through fall and winter camp they could possibly come back next spring and earn a starting spot in a different position for guys who might have been on the bench, or maybe some JV guys who are trying to earn a spot on the varsity roster come next spring. As Jack County, he's the pitcher, fouls that one off. County, the rare switch hitting pitcher. He throws with his left and his left only. He's not a Pat Vendetti. Hopefully some of you get that reference. Ambidextrous pitcher that we had in Major League Baseball a few years ago. Pitch with both his right and his left hand. That's ball 4. Nice job by the switch hitting pitcher to work a walk. 2 walks here in the inning start here for Jones Prep. And he would have to indicate which hand he was going to throw with before the at-bat began. You can't switch mid-at-bat unless the batter changes. I believe that's what the ruling was. I know for sure that he couldn't switch hands mid-at-bat. He had to declare which hand he was going to throw with, which obviously makes things very tricky for when you have a switch hitter coming up. Because the switch hitter then, whatever side the switch hitter declares, the pitcher's just going to change real quickly. And I'm surprised we didn't have more issues with that. Strike there to Tidmarsh, the third baseman. And it was always fun to watch him throw. I know some of you might say, oh, well, he didn't have the longest big league career. Still, I mean, it's hard enough to make it to the major leagues throwing with one hand. No one nearly hits the batter. But throwing with 2 is so much more difficult to do it at a high level. Career ERA, by the way, in the majors of 4.73. Up and in, that's another walk. First 3 men have reached base via base on balls here for Jones Prep. And time is called for a meeting of the minds out there on the mound as Tony Macedo, the second baseman, awaits. Vendetti's best year was in from a statistical standpoint in 2018, where he made 15 appearances and recorded a 0-0 record, but his ERA was a career best 2.57 across 14 innings of work with the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the very next year, he's up to their rivals in the Bay Area, the San Francisco Giants, where things didn't go his way that year. But overall, though, just 72 and a third innings career in the majors, and a 1.2 career whip across 61 total appearances. And it's such a rare feat, and obviously I don't think any of us knows when the next time that's going to happen, where we'll see a major league arm throwing with both sides. As Humboldt Park, we'll go to the bullpen here early on. We'll take a break. 1-0 Jones Prep, but they have them loaded here on the Windy City Sports Network. Here we go. First pitch to Tony Macedo is a strike. Bases loaded, still no one out, as Jones has a chance to get some crucial early insurance. Macedo floats that one to right field. That's down for a base hit. And to score, Haruska. Condi getting the hold at the plate as they overthrow it from right, but it takes a very fortunate Humboldt Park bounce. It's an RBI single, though, for Tony Macedo, and it's 2-0 Jones Prep. Big time single there as Macedo now flips over the top of the lineup card with the bases still loaded. Sansonetti already singled in this one as he takes a strike. On the ground to third. Force there was made successfully, but that will drive in a run. RBI fielder's choice makes it 3-0. Here's Jack Hiltz. Both runners on the move. That one in the dirt. Runner going for third. Throw there. They got him. Macedo gets caught stealing at third, and there's two gone. Cincinnati on the move to third. That one in the dirt. That one gets away. Cincinnati rounds third hard, but he will hold at 3. So a 3-ball count now to Hiltz. 3-0 the score in favor of Jones Prep. That one inside, and that's ball 4. Or is it? There's not a working scoreboard here, but the home plate umpire just indicated 3 balls. There's a 3-0. That one's downstairs for ball 4, and Hiltz is aboard. So the inning will continue with Ellis Alexander at the dish. He singled his only time up, but was thrown out eventually trying to come home on a wild pitch. Step off, and back in there safely is Hiltz. Strike there on the outside corner. Alexander took it, understands the zone. Cincinnati on third, Hiltz on first, 2 gone. Jones Prep already 2 across here in the inning. That one is cut on and miss. It's 0-2. On the move for second. That one misses down and away, and in there safely is Hiltz. Without a throw from the catcher. The ball and 2 strikes is the count. Jones Prep team won 6-1 earlier, trying to bust it open early. Good block there from the catcher. It's 2-2. Two with 2 away. Right-hander set. Schwere on the rubber of the pitch. Alexander gets underneath this one, skies it above the right side of the infield. Second baseman calling for it, and he's got it to end the frame. But Jones tacks out 2 more. They lead by 3. We go to the last of the second on the Windy City Sports Network. is the hitter to lead things off as we begin the home half of the second. It's 3-0 Jones Prep. As that one misses off the plate. Colon, Del Rio, and Mativas 2 up for Humboldt Park. As that one misses off the plate. Jack Conti still out there. Great job avoiding allowing any runs to come in to score in the first after seeing the bases loaded with 2 outs, all via walks. And he got out of it with an inning ground out to the shortstop in Ranzo Cincinnati. Next offering from the lefty, inside, and nearly hit him. And that will be a leadoff walk there for Colon. So back-to-back innings with leadoff walks here for this Humboldt Park offense. Let's see if they're able to capitalize on the opportunity that County has given them so far. And struggling to command in this one. His offense has come through, though, when it's mattered most. Strike one there. Jeremy Del Rio is the hitter. Substitute from this Jones Prep side as that one misses off the plate. He's been playing the outfield on both legs of this doubleheader tonight. Dances off of first. He's on the move for second. That one swung and missed. The third out from Alexander is not in time. As Colon gets underneath the tag from Maciero. And it's a stolen base. We're on the move for third. That one's fouled off towards the first base bag. Fakes the run, and that one misses upstairs. He really wanted to go. And that one, he chose not to. Alexander's got such a great arm back there behind the dish. Great defensive catcher. Soon off the bat. And this one as well, as that one's got on a miss for strike 3. One gone now is Frederick Matavas. Will stand on in. Runner breaks for third, pitch inside, throw down at third, gets him by a mile, tag out. We were just talking about the arm of Ellis Alexander, and what does he do right there? He comes through with a caught stealing, and that'll be out number 2. They ruled it a strike on the pitch. So a 1-strike count now to Matt Villas. Well, 1 home. This is high, and the count evens out. Two one. So far, Humboldt Park has gotten base runners aboard. They just haven't been able to capitalize. This is the first really true sign of aggression from the Humboldt Park team, and it results in a runner being thrown out at third. And this is down and away again. Hitters count with 2 away in the inning. County out of the windup, kicks, deals. Ball 4, and the inning will continue. 5 batters have reached base so far for Humboldt Park. None of them have been for a hit, though. So keep that in mind. Top of the order on deck as that one's waved and missed by Lindrez. The new hitter. 10th man in the lineup for Humboldt Park in this one. That one's laced in a left field, but caught out there by Haruska. And that will end the inning. So a nice job working around 2 walks in the frame by Condi. He's thrown 2 scoreless. We go to the 3rd, 3-0 Jones Prep. You're watching the Cubs Nike RBI High School Summer League Game of the Week on the Windy City Sports Network. We are just over 2 weeks away from MLB Nike RBI baseball and softball programs from across the Midwest descending on to Chicago, Illinois for the 2024 MLB Nike RBI Central Regional Tournament. The fun starts on July 18th, and you can catch all the action on the Windy City Sports Network family of channels. Strike there to Kirste Weaker-Sloof. 4-5-6 for Jones Prep, 2 up in the 3rd on top, 3-0. As you saw, that one fouled off. So you saw, though, that the upcoming MLB Nike RBI Central Regional Tournament, streamed exclusively here on the Windy City Sports Network and our family of channels. And the primary site for the baseball right here, Curtis Granderson Stadium. It's been the home the last 2 years. Will be home for year number 3 when Chicago's hosting the regional, and why not? I mean, this is one of the most beautiful baseball facilities that Chicago has to offer. That's flown in a deep right field and caught out there for out number 1. Nice play. Fielder was backpedaling, and not always easy to track those fly balls in this weird time where it's not completely sunny but not completely dark yet. He was able to make the play for out number 1. Michael Hain, the hitter. And Curtis Granderson Stadium gets consistently ranked based on just the picture you're watching right now as one of the best sites to view a college baseball game. Just a picturesque stadium, Every seat is one with a back on it. No bleachers here. Not to mention you have the berm down each of the right and left field foul lines that fans can come and sit at as well. Lay out in the sun. Catch a ball game and that one misses. Hain 0 for 1 officially. He reached on an error back in the first inning. That is a strike, and the at-bat will continue. Now it's ball 4. Hain nearly flipped the bat on the last one before it was called a strike, and now he'll flip it here as he trots on down to first. As Jake Zimmerman will come back up for his second go-around in this one. Zimmerman struck out swinging to conclude the visitors' half of the first inning as a pick play is unsuccessful there over at first base. 1 out. The runner will remain on first once again as he's back in there safely. Zimmerman takes that one. It's just off the plate. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Two and 0 now. Three O's the count, or 2 O's the count as another pickoff attempt is unsuccessful. Zimmerman being very patient up there in that batter's box. Gets aggressive and fouls that one off the padding of the backstop. Two on the count. Hain expanding his lead off of first. Righty fires. Just off the plate, it's 3-1 now. Punched weakly to the first base side, and they'll play it in foul territory. They would have only gotten 1 there. They couldn't have turned 2 as Hain was sprinting too fast down to second. Zimmerman now has to be in protect mode. That's a wild pitch for ball 4. And Hain did a great job sprinting down to second just in case. The catcher didn't realize that was, or thought he wasn't going to be going any extra bases. So Haruska now comes up. And he lines this one to left center. That's down for a base hit. Around third comes Hain, the relay throw to the plate. It will be not in time. It's 4-0 Jones Prep. Great piece of hitting there. Sam Haruska comes through. He's on the base for the second time tonight. And the visitors build on their lead and keep the foot on the gas pedal. As now here's Jack County. And he's going to be pinch hit 4. So strike one there to his pinch hitter. That one misses downstairs. It's 1-1. On 1. 2 balls and a strike. Inside, it's 3-1 now. And that's ball 4. Bases loaded once again for Jones Prep. Here's Tidmarsh. Will come on up now with the bases full. Golden opportunity to really bust this one open here in the top of the 3rd inning. 4-0, bases full, only 1 out of the inning. That's a wild pitch. It takes a big hop there. And now Zimmerman's caught between 3rd and home. Play at 3rd is not in time. He gets there safely. Throw back to 2nd and in there safely. There's Haruska. What turned into near disaster for Jones Prep ends up being a miraculous save by both base runners as Zimmerman snuck in underneath the tag. And now there'll be a conference out there on the bump for Humboldt Park. They had Zimmerman held up as on a wild pitch. Great awareness. He took a great secondary lead to get over there. About halfway down the line, he got away, but it took a big hop right off the padding behind home plate. There's a fair bit of foul ground behind home plate, but a fastball that hits the padding, it's just like going to be jumping up and down off a trampoline. You're just going to bounce right back. That's what that baseball did right there. And Zimmerman got caught. He had a decision to make. He went back to 3rd. He was safe there with a promise. Haruska was pretty much on 3rd base as well himself. So now the bases remain full here for Jones Prep. Tidmarsh still the hitter. Only 1 gone. Here's the pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner. Apologies for the brief technical difficulties right there. That one's inside and gets away from the catcher. Runner coming home, and it's 5-0 Jones Prep. welcome you back. Apologies for the technical difficulties. 5-0 the score as Tidmar struck out. As here's Macedo, the hitter. 10th man in the lineup for this Jones Prep team. That one's popped up, flown into the right side of the infield, and that is caught to end the inning. 5-0 the score. We go to the bottom of the third in the Windy City Sports Network. Welcome back. Bottom of the third inning here from Curtis Granderson Stadium. As that one gets away, and it's 3 balls and a strike to the hitter, And Caleb Salgado. Salgado worked to walk his lone trip up. He pops that one foul. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. Salgado's worked his second walk of the game. And for the third straight inning, believe it or not, Humboldt Park has worked a leadoff base runner. In off the hands, and that's granted foul. Tidmarsh was there anyways. So it's strike one. Foul back, 0-2. Runner on the move on the 0-2. That's a wild pitch. Salgado around second, but he'll hold there. So unfortunately for Salgado, that negates the stolen base. He would have been there anyways, but wild pitch never gave the catcher a chance to throw him out. So Pino is the hitter. Runner in scoring position for just the third time today for Humboldt Park. Chasing 5 runs right now here in the last of the third. Breaking ball never got the bend he wanted it to. And Pino's clawing his way back into this one. 2-2 is the count. No one out here. Home third. And it's ball 3, and it's full. It's ball 4. 2 walks start the inning. Connie's no longer the pitcher. The pinch hitter who was in for him is out there on the bump. Jaden Delgado. Opportunity here to put Humboldt on the board. Downstairs. Humboldt Park dugout starting to get back into it a little bit. Couple of guys on a depleted roster on the top step of that dugout on the first base side on the near bottom right of your screen at home. And that's in there for a strike. Sean Davis on deck. Delgado worked to walk his last time up. Good back pick there. Line but foul, and way foul though for first. Next one on the way, gets away from Alexander. Both runners will advance. As he's struggling, as the Ranger is struggling to find the zone. Another one low, and that's ball 4, and he's walked the bases full here to start the third. That's going to bring a meeting out there on the mound. Let's see if we get a move here from Jones, and they will make the move. So we'll go to a break. 5-0, bases full, no one out. Here in the bottom of the third on the Windy City Sports Network. No outs, bases juiced here for Sean Davis. Left-hander into the game for Jones Prep. This is Humboldt's best opportunity here in this ball game so far. And Davis taps the first pitch foul, straight back. Davis struck out swinging back in the first inning. That was his lone trip to the plate. Los Alexander, the catcher, caught most of that impact there behind the dish. Those catchers are warriors. Catchers and home plate umpires in both baseball and softball, complete warriors. And their job is to not flinch when getting hit, which is really tough as the older levels of baseball and softball you get when the velocity out of the hands of the pitchers continues to increase. 1-1 home. Down and away, it's 2-1. Davis takes it, it's strike 2. So 2-2 here. Outfield playing in. And they're cheating him to the pull side as well. Here comes the 2-2. Called, strike 3. Outside corner, and there's one away. Outside and away to Nathan Pantoja. Almost as high, it's 2-0. They thought about a potential pickoff, but didn't really have any options. Salgado on third, Pino on second, Delgado on first. 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes. There's nowhere to put the runner either. Humboldt Park on the precipice of their first run in this one. Pantoja walked his first time up. Very disciplined hitter up there. He takes that one. It's the gentleman strike there on 3-0 to make it 3 balls and 1 strike in this one. Southpaw ready, the pitch. Ball fuller, and Humboldt Park is on the board. RBI walk for Nathan Pantoja. And command certainly becoming a struggle here for this Jones Prep staff here in the last of the third. Salgado will come across with the first run for the team in the sand-colored uniforms. Jaden Morales now up, grounded into an inning fielder's choice back in the first. Takes that one up and out of the zone. That's now 5 balls in the last 6 pitches taken by Humboldt Park hitters. The 1-0 in there for a strike. Pino on third, Delgado on second, Pantoja on first. That one's high. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Jones Prep. Scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the third. That one's tapped to the right side, but it rolls into foul ground. Jones has seen 6 runners so far through 3 trips to the dish. Humboldt Park 4, but this is their second one. That's called strike 3, and there's 2 away. Morales didn't like the call, so now Kalen Colon will try to come up. And if you're Jones Prep, that's a big win. To only give up 1, if they're able to get out of this here. Colon was a very disciplined at-bat, though. Did work a walk to lead off the second inning. Jones' pitching staff tonight has not been able to get a leadoff out. The leadoff hitter in each of the first 3 innings have reached base so far for Humboldt. As Colon swings through an off-speed pitch for strike 1. after that walk. Stole second, but was caught stealing at third. 0-1. Inside, Alexander throws back down to first, and safe there is Pantoja. That was close. Probably way closer than this Humboldt Park coaching staff would want. Next offering. Colon off the end of the bat in the air to right field. Hain coming in there. He makes the catch, and that will end the inning. Humboldt Park gets on the board, but the damage could have been worse for Jones Prep and their pitching staff. They look to build on their 4-run lead as we go to the fourth on the Windy City Sports Network. Top of inning number 4 is upon us, as Renzo Sansonetti, the top of the order, leads things off after surrendering a run. It's been a very interesting day for this Jones pitching staff as the count evens out to 1-1. They've struggled with their command so far, but yet Sansonetti grounds the one to third, and it gets through the legs of Davis and into left field for what I believe will be an E5. Sansonetti reaches for the third time tonight after a single and an RBI fielder's choice. Humboldt Park, and I want to go back to the putting a bow on the Jones pitching staff conversation. Humboldt Park has worked 9 walks offensively tonight, as that one misses down and away. Jack Hiltz, the hitter, 0 for 1 with a walk so far tonight. Yet, Humboldt Park, like I said, 9 walks, yet they haven't recorded a hit yet. Because if you remember, just a few moments ago, the lone run was driven in on an RBI bases loaded walk. So Humboldt Park has scored a run, yet are currently being no hit through 3 innings. That one gets away, and Sansonetti glides right into second base. Two-ball count here No one out on the top of the fourth. Jones Prep looking to get that run right back that they gave up in the last of the third. Cincinnati on the move again. That one down and in. Throw down to third. Not in time. So Cincinnati steals third. Hiltz works the walk. They're on the corners and are cooking. And you can also make the same case for Jones Prep's offense as well. As they have 5 runs on just 4 hits. They benefited from an error and have scored a run on a wild pitch as well. They're on the move for second as Alexander pops that one foul. Hiltz was on the move there on the pitch. On the move again, pitch upstairs. They fake the throw down as Hiltz will take second. Nearly a defensive indifference. Some at home might be saying that is a defensive indifference. 2 in scoring position as Alexander takes a strike. One of my favorite things I've ever seen on a baseball broadcast. It belongs to the New York Mets SNY telecast. It's where all their local games are aired. As Alexander takes a strike. That's strike 3. He can't believe it. A non-emphatic strike 3 call. And there's 1 out for Kriste Wickerslev. But during the 2020 season, the Mets broadcast during a defensive indifference put up a graphic, a really funny graphic attached with music highlighting a defensive indifference. And the best part about said graphic is it's now 1-1 to the Jones first baseman, was they had a cartoon baseball player shrugging his shoulders and going, meh, like it really mattered. That one goes behind the hitter on a curveball. Nice job that time by Dave Wickerslev getting his bat out of that one. It's the beauty of baseball. When you turn to the ballpark, you're ready, you see something new. Strike 2. Fastball in the outer third. Here Jones Prep. This is a golden opportunity. Less than 2 outs, a pair in scoring position. Feels like this is the type of moment you got to capitalize on. The 2-all home. Not found. A Wickerslev stays alive. That one hits the helmet. Well, that's going to be a HBP. So the bases are loaded here for Jones Prep in the 4th. The Humboldt Park coaching staff not a fan of that one. They're thinking that just based off the sound, then it was actually the bat, not the helmet. So Michael Hain is the hitter. That one gets away, doesn't get a big bounce, and coming in to score is Cincinnati, and it's 6-1 Jones Prep. Both runners advanced as well. Two and 0 now. one gets away. Catcher couldn't find it. It's 7-1 now as Hiltz comes across. To third goes Day Weekersloot. On that one is Hain has seen 2 runs come in against him, and now that'll call for a conference out there on the bump. As Jones Prep is really opened this one up here in the top of the 4th. New pitcher will come in. It'll be Sean Davis. And we'll take a break here on the Windy City Sports Network. Three-ball count to Michael Hain with the runner on third. 7-1 the score. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one is high for ball 4. So Hain reaches. Misses inside for a ball, or outside, I should say. This is Jake Zimmerman, 0 for 1, but he's walked and scored a run in this one. Hain, a very slight lead off of third. Jones Prep going with the strategy of, unless they throw it away, we're not going to steal some bases here, up by 6 as we approach the later innings in this one. These games are 6-inning games or a 2-hour hard stop time limit. We started play just about 7:23 p.m. We've hit the 9 o'clock hour here in Chicago. Inside for another ball. 2-1 the count. So roughly we got 20 minutes left. So this one wraps up quickly. Inning, maybe inning and a half. And Zimmerman grounds that one to the right side. Bobbled there at second, the only place to first, and the ball is dropped. Everyone is safe, and it's 8-1 Jones Prep. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong here in the 4th inning for Humboldt Park. No error, by the way, as Haruska gets hit and the bases are full. So a real good chance here for Jones Prep to bust this one open.
You got one out, guys. One out.
And really, Jones Prep, based on the scenario, only one out. Golden spot here to possibly make this a shorter ball game than usual. One out. Bounced in there. Nice job by the catcher to block that one. Jack Conde back in there as the hitter. Conde worked a walk his lone time up. 2-0. Took it, it's a strike. Two one. Strike two. So the count evens out. Conde saying that one. Yeah, acknowledges with it. And he's ready to go back to work. Base is full. Hain on third, Zimmerman on second. Haruska on first. The lineup, the 2-2. Down for a ball, and it's a full count. Still only one out here in this inning. And that's ball four. Conde gets himself an RBI walk, 9-1 for Jones Prep. So here's Sam Tidmarsh now. Strike one on the outside corner. Tidmarsh 0 for 1, but he did work a walk back in inning number 2. Trying to expand on the team's 8-run lead. It's 0-2. Jones Prep hitters taking a lot of pitches right now. 0-2. And one. Got a good block there from the catcher. Bounced up the first base line, but this situation, you're not going to see guys going unless it is clear as day to the backstop. Zimmerman, the runner on third, barely off the bag as here comes the 1-2. Misses at eye level, and the count evens out. Jones Prep already won the earlier contest 6-1. A shortened game due to the time limit. So that one misses high and it's full. And they're on the brink of having this game shortened as well. The run rules here in the Summer League: 15 after 3, 12 after 4, 10 after 5. 3-2. Fouled off. Tidmarsh stays alive. So here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Big second out there for Humboldt Park, and there's 2 away now as Tony Macedo comes back on up. Macedo is the 10th hitter to come to the dish in this frame. He's 1 for 2, singled in a run in the second, popped out to end the third. First pitch to him. He takes one down the middle for a strike. Zimmerman, a lead runner on third. That one nearly got to the backstop.
Good block back there. Catcher's been very active so far in this one. And back-to-back fastballs that couldn't find the zone. Runners will be moving on contact with 2 away. 3 balls and a strike to count. Right-hander Ray, third base side of the rubber, out of the windup, comes home. That one misses, and that's ball 4, and it's 10-1 Jones Prep. Macedo drives in his second run of the ball game. Everyone else moves up 90 feet. As now the top of the order comes back up. Renzo Cincinnati reached on an error to begin this inning. Takes that one for a strike. Ball 1. Cincinnati flies that one high in the air to right field. Charging in and making the catch to end the frame. But a long and productive inning for Jones Prep. They put up 5 runs in the frame without a hit. We go to the last of the 4th, 10-1 Jones Prep here on WCSN. We're in the last of the 4th. It's 10-1 Jones Prep. As the first pitch is popped foul just off to my right. Here in our converted press box at Granderson Stadium. We convert the Granderson suite into a broadcast booth so we can get the best camera angle possible for you all at home. And also so we have a better view of the skyline. On the ground in the third. Tidmarsh up with it. Across the diamond it goes for out number 1. That was Del Rio, the hitter. Take him 0 for 2. Because the normal press box is a couple of, maybe 10 or so feet to my left. On the other side of some walls. And it's very tight. We did it for our very first year here at Curtis Granderson Stadium, where due to the suite being booked for a private event for the University of Illinois Chicago, we weren't able to access it for one day in our coverage of the tournament, so we moved over to the physical press box. It's a little tight over there, but still, you still have a fantastic vantage point from anywhere behind home plate at Curtis Granderson Stadium. That's cut on and missed for strike 3. Alexander backs up, throws the first in time. 2 gone here in the inning. Now the fun thing with these conversations, do teams like Jones Prep know what's going on in terms of the fact that there's a 0 in a specific column that I'm not supposed to talk about because pitchers and a lot of people everywhere would be very upset with me? If you know type of vibe. Because in a game like this, and especially when you see the run on the board for Humboldt Park, is there's a strength there to Lintrez, the number 10 hitter in this lineup for Humboldt Park. You wouldn't expect there to be a 0 in a different column. Swinging a pop-up behind home plate, headed towards my direction, and it lands on the roof above me, and it caroms down into the main concourse. That's 2 close calls for me. That would be, we haven't gotten a foul ball up in here yet. In the 2 years we've done the Central Regional Tournament, and now obviously this is our first non-regional game here at Curtis Granderson Stadium for us, the Windy City Sports Network. That would have been a first. And the dirt blocked by Alexander, despite not having any runners on base. And Drez flew out to left to conclude the second inning. That was his lone trip to the dish. Now the windup, next offering. Just off the corner. Could have been called strike 3 easily. Instead it's ball 2 and the count evens out. Fouled off to the right side. Now the question will be, because we're nearing the time limit, whether this inning will be it or not. That one called, strike 3 on the outside corner, and that'll do it. 3 pitchers combined for a no-hitter for Jones Prep, as they win it by a final of 10-1. How about that? As Humboldt Park was not able to scratch across a hit. They were able to get a run, but Jones dominates the doubleheader, winning by a combined tally of 16-2 across the 2 games. And they improve on the summer slate to 5-2-1. Humboldt Park on the other side drops to 1-3-2. So that's going to do it for us here tonight from Curtis Granderson Stadium. Great night of baseball, fantastic view. Stay tuned to the Windy City Sports Network and Cubs Charity social media tomorrow for announcement on our softball game of the week. That's going to do it for us from Curtis Granderson. The next time the Windy City Sports Network team will be back here will be for the 2024 MLB Nike RBI Central Regional Tournament starting on July 18th. Again, many thanks to all the players and coaching staffs of both teams and the Cubs charities for all their help in making this possible. For our entire Windy City Sports Network crew, I'm Captain Malater saying so long from Curtis Granderson Stadium. You've been watching the Cubs Nike RBI High School Baseball Summer League on the Windy City Sports Network.